Evening to distinguished speakers, Professor Gihan, Mr. Kasun Chathuranga, and Mr. Sampath Hennayake. To start off the program, Professor Gihan, Domain Registrar, CEO of LK Domain Registry, will give an introduction to BestWeb.lk competition and how to register for BestWeb competition. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Jacinta. So again, my apologies for being slightly late. So I think most of you already know about BestWeb.lk, and we have been running this competition since 2007. And what happened was, at that time, we were looked at. We saw there were a lot of websites in Sri Lanka, and we noticed that some of them were very high quality websites, but at the same time there was no way, or there was no mechanism to recognize these websites. So we thought, okay, since we are the one who do the register the domain, so under .lk, let's have a competition to recognize these high quality websites. So we started this, and we have various things like the judging panel, and then we have the security scans, which I think Mr. Sampath will talk about, and so on. And we will give certain awards to certain sites, and we've been running this for now about 12 or 13 years now, and it has been very successful, and we have been able to identify really good websites, and then those websites are now recognized, and we have been given these trophies, and people are very, very appreciative that we are recognizing these sites. Now, today's session is specifically regarding the security. So we, of course, look at many things like the content, the look and feel, the navigation, whether there are any copyright issues, and many other things like that. And all of those are on our website. So if you want to know what are the things we consider when registering, or sorry, not registering, but when evaluating a website, it's all there on our website, as you can know, www.bestweb.lk. But today we are looking at security. And why is that? Because today you cannot have a website, or you cannot run a website, and if it is not secure, you are going to get into big trouble. Not only you, whoever comes to that website, because sometimes you might find that if your website is not secure, it might serve malware which will affect the customers who come to your website. So not only you, but your customers and many other people will have a problem. And today it is expected that even if you don't come in for a competition, that your website will be secure. But definitely, if you participate in a competition, especially if you win a competition, all the people who visit your website or hear about your website sort of assume it is going to be secure. And if it is not, then of course they will blame you. In fact, they will also blame us. So we have come up with a set of criteria for checking it. But even otherwise, what we are going to talk about today is how to make this or your website secure, right? So we have a very good panel who will go through the various aspects of this. So I will not take too long. I just wanted to mention that how to register for a website, and also how to create a winning website. So we had last week, we had a session on how to register for BestWeb, and we have all the videos of that. So if you missed it, no problem, you can come and visit it. I think Jacinta is going to give you the URLs in the chat in a few minutes. And on 31st, that is day after tomorrow, we are having another one. Sorry, is it day after tomorrow? Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, sorry, I made a mistake. We are having another one on how to create a winning website. So that also you can register and join. We will give you 30th, the URL for that.
It's on the 30th, sir.
30th, day after tomorrow. 30th. That's right. Yeah. The day after tomorrow. Yes, sorry. Yes, we are going to have one on the winning website. And also, if you prefer to do this in Sinhala or Tamil, we have a Sinhala and Tamil one that's also coming in the next couple of days, and I think just they will tell you about those. So I will not take you too long. So I want to thank you for joining and hand you over to Jacinta, who will introduce the next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our next session is how to improve security on your website. Now we'll invite Mr. Kasun Chathuranga. His designation is Principal Security Engineer from TechCERT. TechCERT is a Sri Lankan first largest computer emergency response team, which provides IT security and engineering consultancy services. Over to you, Mr. Kasun. Hello, Mr. Kasun. Over to you.
Hello, I think you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear
yes.
you.
Okay, so I'll share the screen. Hope you can see the my screen. So during today's session, I will go to it's like building a roadmap how to secure the website. I will discuss in several pathways where you can secure the website and its content. So first of all, I will tell you something about our organization TechCERT. Actually, Jacinta already mentioned it. It's a computer emergency response team in Sri Lanka, and we do the information security consultancy services to Sri Lankan organizations and foreign organizations, depend on the various information security needs. So we have 30 plus full-time information security engineers, which make us the biggest such organization in Sri Lanka. So during today's session, I will go during these topics, which are basically the background and risk and motives about the various attackers who do the attacks on the website, and their entry points, and what we can do about these things. So basically, I will focus this session around about what we can do to avoid some sort of website hacking and various attacks on the websites. So before starting the background and numbers, I need to give a clear indication about what is website and what is web application. Actually, there's a very much gray area in these two things, website and web application. Website is actually a lightweight application, web application. But the thing is, in websites, something like corporate websites and shopping carts, mostly it's like one-way interaction. One-way interactions means many web corporate websites and these sort of things. Web application owner offer some sort of service, and most likely it's one direction service. So in most cases, rather than the few shopping carts, users will not directly send their input or their response to the web application. In contrast to, let's take an online banking application, it's a totally different thing. So if you take a online banking application and a corporate website, in corporate website, almost everything in public, but in online banking solution, you need to go through a login page and do various verification, then you only get the access. So actually, today I'm talking about the website, not that complex web applications such as online banking systems, but most likely the website. So all the vulnerabilities and the issues and the remediations are tailor-made for the website. Maybe they are not applicable for the complex web applications because it has some separate risk profile. So remember, this is basically on websites. They are lightweight web application made on Joomla, WordPress, Magento, or maybe by coding itself. So if you take such websites, basically the lightweight web applications, most corporate websites are developed in WordPress. So there are some amount which are directly written in HTML or directly coded stuff, but most are based on CMSs. The Shopify is the second one other than the WordPress in the popularity. So basically, if we are talking about website security, we need to talk about mostly on the CMSs and how to make CMS secure and issues related with CMSs. CMS means content management systems, something like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, or Shopify. You may all know about these things. So basically, what happens after cyber attack or cyber attack on the website? So you may see defacement. Defacement means sometimes they put a skull or bad image on the website homepage, and they totally do a modification to it. In some cases, attackers plant propaganda contents and sometimes backdoors and rootkits like shells. They do such stuff also. Other than that, if you take these first two categories, you can directly see or directly feel that your website is hacked. But in most cases, these hacked websites often used for phishing campaigns, malware distributions, and maybe crypto mining operations. And if any sensitive data is available on these websites, for example, a shopping cart or any sensitive information collection website, these information often collected for selling in the dark web or any other malicious purposes. Other than that, these hacked websites often used for DDoS and DOS activities and also working as a proxy for other cyber crimes. So just remember first two, defacement and planting backdoors, propaganda content, those things. So if you go into statistics, we can find the numbers for first two categories. That means defacements and planting propaganda contents, because these attackers tend to get publicity and they try to post we did hacking on this sort of site. But if you take other categories other than the first two, they never advertise that they hack a site. They only take in the commercial advantage from the hacking site or their propaganda content. So if you take these such reported attack scenarios in .lk website in 2021, you can see some set of numbers, basically about close to 20 or 30 websites are get hacked in every month. And this is only for those two categories, not for all 8 which I explained. So basically about 3 websites get hacked, that means defaced or used as a propaganda distribution center per week. But this is not the actual value, this is a fraction of actual value. So basically you can see that high number of websites get hacked every week, but these things not made to media, since the media guys have some serious issues in their context, they have to report it. But some cases like issues in the annual cyber attack on the Victory Day, like which is in the May month, they get to report. But in many cases, if you take the figures in the month of May, it is actually not the greatest number, which compared to the other month. It's a constant thing. So what you need to know is this sort of attack carried out through all the year, and you need to keep your site secure through all the time, not for a time period where you have just seen something goes on media. So let's talk about what are the risks and motives of these sort of attackers. Basically, if you categorize the type of attacks, we can see something like this: a single website compromise, maybe due to various reasons, a single website compromise which is not which has not relations to other website. But in some cases, we have seen that one site hosted in the server got compromised. Due to that, many other sites hosting in the same server got compromised. The result is about 20 or 30 websites may be compromised in single attack due to a failure of a single website. Other thing is attack waves due to the political issues or due to finding a possible vulnerable plugin or something like that. There may be attack waves. Suddenly, we can see recent type of website get hacked, or basically something like in a month we see Joomla website get hacked. In another month, see WordPress site get hacked due to a plugin with the vulnerabilities. So if we take the types of attackers, basically there are three categories: amateur hackers and hacktivists. These are the amateur hackers are the people who download some sort of content from a website and try to use it against the possible targets, and hacktivists are the people who try to attack website due to a political reason. Maybe they may have advantage, but it's most cases due to their political motivations, and they try to put propaganda content after hacking the website. So there were such cases after that when there's a issue between the Candy, there was an issue in Candy, and there was a issue in Aludgama, and during this time these attackers targeted our Sri Lankan websites, and this is the same thing which is happening in the every 19th of the May every year. And the second type attackers are professional cyber criminals. Their basic motivation is money. They do not do anything other than finding money. So basically, they try to get into the website and get some sort of intelligence, and sometimes they use it as a pivot point to enter the network further, or these sort of things. And the state-sponsored attackers, these are the attackers where they basically intelligence agencies in enemy countries often try to attack their enemies' infrastructure. So website is just a part of their comprehensive or very large attack plan. So basically, why these people attack the website? Exfiltrate, basically get sensitive information and work as a pivot, or just host phishing content, malware distribution, and get income from crypto money, and use it as a proxy. So basically these all things are almost all things have financial backing. So that's why they are doing. Not in 95 cases, 95% cases, attacks were carried out not just due to a hobbyist using a script, but it's mostly due to the financial reasons in behind. So let's talk about the entry point. So in these entry points, I will take an analogy of three prospects. One thing is there are in my analogy there are three parties involved. One first team is development team. These are the people who develop the website, and there's another party. They give the hosting for the website. We in this analogy I called it platform providers, and the third party in case the third party I call that maintainers. They are the people who maintain the website after deployment. In some cases the all those three parties may be in a single organization, or in some cases two, or some cases it may be three different organizations may do the three different parts. So if you take the total website compromises or attacks, it's actually 70% due to the maintenance team's flaws, and 20% due to the platform flaws, and only 10% due to the design flaws. So the issue is sometimes you may wonder why design flow makes such less number compared to maintenance flows. It's most likely in most website, almost all components are open to outside. There's no or very less component we keep behind the login pages. So if you design very bad site, that site you would not have a chance to stay in the hostile internet more than a couple of days. So there may be very few number of design flaws which can hide, but in today's websites, so actually the main reason for get attacked or defaced or hacked is due to the maintenance flaws. But I'll go through most common flaws in these three categories. Design means the let's start from the design. So basically it's take about 10% share about website intrusions. It's basically due to the malpractices involved in coding, deciding the frameworks or libraries in these sort of thing. So as the first thing, the most common reason we found in design level issue is trusting user functions and user provided data. Trusting means the you can user may submit some sort of form field and some sort of queries to your website. So then your website or your website component, let's say a page, process this data and do some sort of actions. But what we have seen in most cases is sometimes some developers just used simple JavaScript browser level filtration just to filter out content. But so you cannot trust user's browser to do such sort of security functions. The thing you have to do is use the server level validation and secure functions at server level. So if you do not use such security mechanism, the end result is injection attacks. These sort of injection attacks includes SQL injection attack, which led to complete site takeover, cross-site scripting attacks, which target possibly the users of the website. And even if you think a recent attack which made to news, something like Log4j, if you have implemented proper input filtration mechanism at server end, probably these sort of vulnerabilities would not directly exploitable. That's the thing. So if you do develop any component, anything, rather than something provided from the CMS, never trust user provided data or user end validated functions. So all you need to do is do the validation in server end, and always use allow list, not deny list. That means use white list, not blacklisting characters. I have seen many website developers, they just write filtrations with we are dropping only these characters. That is not the thing should done. The thing should be done is we are accepting only these characters. So that's the first and major one in the design phase of a website. So other thing is usage of obsolete framework and libraries. Just like website is a live thing, it has a life cycle, so it has end of life. The thing is, in most cases, website may run about 3 to 4 years in many cases. So whatever you used in website should be able to serve during that life cycle of the website. So basically any framework, any library which is used in the website, which you are going to build your customer component or your CMS, should have EOL beyond the life of the website. Or there should be a clear pathway to perform updates or upgrade to your frameworks or libraries. If you use just obsolete frameworks and libraries, it's only a matter of time attackers get into the website just only using these things. The other one major bad thing I have seen from the website designers are they make security hard. So basically, if you make security hard, it will reduce the security. So basically, security of the website should be designed in the way it can be performed with a minimal number of resources. If the number of resources, if the requirement of resources get higher and higher, your security reduce. I'll get one example. In many cases, I have seen developers use developer versions of plugins, and they just ship the final production version of the website, even without the developer licensing it or with no licensing to upgrade that plugin. So what happens when the maintainer gets the update? There's no way to update the site. So only way to update the site is you have to put the email to the developer and ask for plugin in a zip file and re-upload it. So basically, one-click function made a weak email chain. So sometimes you may ask, it costs, the license cost. So that's where you have to put in into the budgets and put in the quotations or whatever the proposals. And you have to mention that clearly, that security cost. So you cannot be a profit sloppy developer where you cannot make cheap things in insecure way, because first impression of the website is useless. It is get hacked in the week or month period, then your reputation will directly reduced. That's the thing. I have seen this in many cases. It's totally okay use development version during the website, but if you ship it out, you need to have proper way to doing the updates or and in enhancing the security. Other thing is cryptographic schemes. If you have used any payment gateways, you may know that there's a special part where we call payment gateway integration. During this payment gateway integration, payment gateway providers like bank or even the Visa or something like that, they give some sort of instructions where you have to adhere. So basically, there's a hash should be made. During this hash calculation, you need to include card number, transaction merchant ID, and the card value, and pre-shared secret, and these sort of things. In many cases, many plugins like what we call that WordPress online WordPress shopping carts and Shopify like things. So just you need to do a very little thing, but if you develop something from scratch, you need to clearly understand the value of these things and properly implement. I have seen many shopping carts fail to properly implement such functions, and result is they have paid huge amount. In one cases, I have seen one popular shopping cart got hacked, and hack means instead of paying 200,000 for iPhone, attackers has spent 20 rupees, and the payment got successful, and it got delivered at the end of the month. When they check in the amount, they have seen only 20 rupees has come. So this is due to such flaws in not implementing proper cryptographic schemes. Other than that, if you dealing with PIS, personally identifiable information, or any other sensitive information, you need to be very careful, and you need to consult proper party and use proper party, and you need to implement proper controls. Using SSL is not enough. That means using HTTP is not enough in many websites where you have using sensitive information. So let's talk about the platform related flows. Platform means in here basically these are about hosting environment, something like if you take hosting from third party, or any issues with the framework such as PHP, Apache, and these sort of things. Actually, this cost about around 20% of total intrusions, as we seen during our investigations and many other sources. So one major thing I have seen is they do not use security hardened platforms. Security hardened platforms means default operating system installations are not safe for production of any application. You need to do some sort of security hardening. where you reduce or remove unwanted component, which are often targeted by attackers. So there are many standard to hardening your platforms based based on industry standard. Basically, there's something like Center for Information Security, that CIS benchmark. Just Google for CIS benchmark, you will found many such hardening guides, and you need to harden it. If you use the modern operating system installers, they may give a chance to directly fetch these hardening guidelines, and even during the installation time, it automatically do the 70% of the hardening. So the other option you have is just go for PaaS or SaaS. If you're going for cloud, there's no need for go to a EC2 and buy a basically VM and do everything manual and do a hardening. So you can basically go for platform as a service or software as a service. If you're just using a WordPress site, you know, if you have enough resources, financial resources, going WordPress SaaS would be much easier, much convenient, and it will reduce many of your maintenance costs. The second point is these sort of platforms often has administration portals, something like SSH, RDP, web admins, various those sort of things. I have seen many these such portals do not come with multi-factor authentication, or sometimes it has weak credentials. Passwords like in here I have bolded it, password or my org name at 123 are not secure, even they have all the complexity which is written in the book. We call these are low entropy passwords because these can be guessable. The password, the thing you should not be able to guess. Other thing is, if no multi-factor authentication MFA is not used, it's no matter how long, how hard, and what is the length of, what is the composition of the password, phishing attack, the total password will go out. It's no matter how secure it is. So that's why you need multi-factor authentication, especially for these sort of platform administration portals. Other thing is we have seen some website got compromised due to not availability of the patches for Apache, PHP, and OpenSSL like components. Even some cases we have seen the RDP often used for RDP vulnerabilities. That means the Windows servers where you have opened the RDP port to internet got often compromised, and not only the website, the total web server got a ransomware type attacks due to such bad decisions. So basically, OS security updates and the framework security updates should be there. So as a remediation, like I said earlier, you can make proper deployment, update deployment plan with adequate resources, or you can go PaaS or SaaS if you have enough financial resources. Let's get into the third type of flaws, that is maintenance flaws. This is the main reason where website get hacked. Actually, the more than 70% of the root causes of website intrusions. This is due to the flaws
Hello, everyone.
Jacinta Kasun disconnect due to power issue. He will
Yeah, he told
join
me it will take 1 or 2 minutes. He will get back. Yeah, over to you, Mr. Kasun.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption, and this is the reason 70% of the websites get hacked. These are the maintenance flaws. This happened after, due to the lack of procedures after the development of the website. Let's get into the details. So the main reason, actually the greatest cost of the website get attacked is due to the lack of updates to core and plugin of the CMS. This is the #1 reason. Any other issue is giving very much less number of intrusions when you compare to this thing. So basically, as I said earlier, website and its plugins are not a dead thing. It's a live thing. So it get updates and it get modifications, and website should able to get these sort of patch updates, and it should be updatable. So sometimes you may have seen many other locations like some government websites and some sort of get hacked every year, or some very common list get hacked every year because these are dead websites. That means that their CMS or plugins are not supported and there are known vulnerabilities, and these are not updatable. So basically, during the life cycle of the website, plugins and the core of the CMS should be updatable, and update should be made to these things. So, and it should be a easy process. So basically, it's easy process means in many cases we have seen that human factor has become one of major flaw. That means either website has very complicated update mechanism where you have to send couple of emails and which take couple of days to get approved and apply things, which should be able to done in less than 5 minutes. Human factor has become a huge case of. So in case of website maintenance, proper human resources should be there to maintain website in regular intervals with proper processes. Otherwise, definitely you will get attacked. One other reason we have seen this, the administrative pages of the web pages has public access. This is the thing you should not do. Something like WP admin / administrator page in the Joomla installation, or / user in the Drupal or something like this. These pages should not accessible in public, but these should be only accessible into the limited community, where it should be only to the predefined administrators or some other users. So you should restrict these portals to predefined IP address, at least to the Sri Lankan IP addresses, where you can reduce the great number of various attacks to the websites. If you're using a WAF, just basically add the firewall rule, or just you can use plugins to make these administrative pages less accessible. Other thing is, I have seen many organizations and many site website maintainers believe that if we buy that magical solution, that will make the security of our website very high amount, and we do not need to do anything. Just buying that magical box is enough. That's not the truth. That's not this is not the truth in real world. It's okay to go for WAF, but WAF should not be the only thing that the thing that hold your security. You should always use layered security for website. It should be even if it should be able to withstand even without a WAF. So just don't believe WAF will do all the things. For example, during the last Log4j attacks, we have seen the WAF is making a rule to catch Log4j attack patterns. Then the attackers overriding that WAF rule again, and WAF pushing another rule, and attackers doing another go it. This like cat and mouse game. So if someone really need to go through these WAF rules, it's possible. So remember that never depend single point solution for complete security. Always use layered security. The other thing is we have seen the degradation of security features due to various reasons. Something like disabling security features for temporary reasons. They give various reasons why they have did it, but we have seen attackers just came through during such intervals. So remember, do not degrade security features in websites, but have contingency plan in advance. If something could happen, something could go wrong, and in such case where you can get access to your component of the website. Almost the final thing, other thing is we have seen many websites has no proper logging or alerting mechanism when attack is going on. Even so-called WAF, some people have installed WAFs, but even the public IP address of the visitor is not there at the server. If we go for the forensic investigation, we have no clue who did the attack in such cases. So you need to have proper login mechanisms configured, and depending on your value or business role, you need to create proper alerting mechanisms. Something like, if you have a shopping cart, a number of transactions failed rapidly in a predefined time interval, you may need to have a look at with a possible alert. So those are the things. As a summary, 70% of the website intrusions are due to poor maintenance of the website, and almost all component of the website should be updatable, and update should be done, and go for layered security rather than believing on a magical security solution which gives all the thing. So if you go for the security, it should be done from the very beginning, and do proper risk analysis on your website profile, and do the security enhancement based on it. So to end, I will give you a small quote of the Art of War from Tansu. It says, need to know about your enemy and yourself. If not, you are in a big trouble in these cybersecurity wars. So that's it for myself, and Sampath will take from here. And if there's any questions, we can take it after the Sampath session. So it's over to you, Jacinta.
You. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kasun. It's a very valuable and session, and hope everybody will go through it again and again, because he pointed out so much of things that to be secured, how to be secured in your website. And our next session will be doing by Mr. Sampath Hennayake, Manager IT from Domain Registry, how a website is technically evaluated. Over to you, Mr. Sampath. Mr. Sampath, over to you.
Thank you, Justin, for your introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to share my screen. Can you allow me to share the screen, Jacinta?
Yeah, one moment, please.
Yeah. Hope everyone can see my screen.
Yeah, Mr. Sampath, you can.
Yeah,
go
thank
ahead.
you. Before getting today, my topic is actually how website technically evaluate. I'm going to discuss about how we are going to evaluate your website which you are registering to the contest BestWeb. So before that, I will brief the contest detail which you required for registration. We start from the registration process as well. The contest details of the information, how we are registering and how we are evaluating your website, how we judging your website, and terms and conditions, and winners. These information currently available in our website. It is updated by BestWeb organization committee. So I'll brief very important points which you required for the continue the BestWeb competition. Right. The very first thing I'm in the actually BestWeb live site. So I selected the first thing about categories. This is very important before getting into the evaluation. So this is the place you are selecting the right category for in this competition. If you are planning to register for the BestWeb, and if you are new for this competition for this year, so this is the place you have to look in and go through the detail and which category you are going to apply, under which category you are going to apply the website for a BestWeb 2022 competition. So very important point here, because sometimes some applicants are, they are registering for the wrong category. In that case, the organizing committee take additional time to move them to correct category. And also sometime during the judging period also we notice some websites are apply for the incorrect categories. So this is very important. That's why I'm telling that this is very important. You have to apply for the correct category for continue the web presence in continuing the competition, as well as get the highest marks for your website. When you're comparing your website with the same category with others, then you will get definitely evaluated. Then you know if you have chance to get the highest any rank, so definitely you are evaluated in the correct way. So that's very first thing you have to look at, and you have to select the right part to category when you are applying for the BestWeb. Then I move into the second point, that competition stage. I'm not going to the detail of categories. You have to follow. You have to go through every detail. Go through the details. The register. This is the competition stage. Initially, you are as a first stage, you have to register your website. Then our second stage is judging, and final stage is voting before complete the competition. When you come to the registration website, it is very important point. You should be .lk. You should be have a .lk websites, and also many of applicants, very few of applicants, they are maintained both com and .lk or some other domains websites. They are maintaining multiple websites for the same domain, same organization, or it can be more than that. But in that case, if they are applying for the BestWeb competition, definitely they should apply for the .lk domain for their registration. So we are evaluating .lk site only. So we have noticed in the several applicants, what they're doing is actually they are only few pages posting for the .lk sites. Others are redirected to some other their com domains. So if that case, you will not qualified for this competition. We have evaluated the several stage, and the very first stage of the evaluation, you will disqualified if you such a thing happen. If you are disconnecting or if you redirect to other sites, that will disconnect directly. You will disconnect the site from competition. So if you are applying for the competition, definitely you should properly set up everything in the .lk site, and should be work as it is. And another important thing here, the term and condition. I am not going to detail this term and condition. You have to follow this term and condition, which relevant to BestWeb competition. And also the second phase, I'll detail these things. Initially, the judging, of course, we have several criteria. So based on the criteria, there are sub points criteria as well. So all the things we are evaluated, and the one initially evaluated by the internal team, and there will be many people in the one team, so they are evaluating each. They are going for the each and every site, each and every page, and doing the security scan, and lot more things are doing. And it is once this evaluated, it will going for the expert judging panel. That is the final next stage of the judging. So they will finalize the how you are evaluated, then the evaluated websites, how they are ranked. So this is the basic marks. Just to indicate indicative marks we are given for the each categories. So you can go through how we given the marks. Actually, the technical part is very you are getting 40 marks. Others mainly 20, and some other bonus points also are there. The detail of the criteria I'll discuss in the few minutes, and also then the third stage, actually the voting. Voting is a very important who try to get some winning rank for most popular websites. So very different. So we have a separate voting system, and this voting system built by us, developed by us, and that we are monitoring on any fake codes. Someone, if you try to add modes as a fake one, definitely those things we eliminated from our system, so it is capable for do that. We did for the past few years as well. So then voting is a very good thing, but you have to do it in the legitimate way, and so there are some rules for how the person can apply. So there are those need to you have to follow. You have to acknowledge, educated your customer base as well for your voting people also. So how they want to vote in the system. So we'll go to get into we'll go to the detail of evaluation criteria, judging criteria. This is the important thing. That's my topic today, and how we going to evaluate your website. As I said, we have two panels. Initially, we internally we evaluate. Then the second stage going for the expert panel. Those are experts panel actually from industrial experience, and very they have a lot of knowledge on the websites, and they are in the different organization, not our organization. So they will do the final judging for the each category. We have a separate panel for the each and every category. So they will evaluate your website, the relevant category. Then when it comes to the, I said there are several criteria there. The first criteria is technical criteria. That is the highest marks we are giving for the web any applicants. So I just go to the few points then to get to understand of how we can give the marks to them applicants. All the pages should be completed. That means the uncompleted pages is because our team is going through the each and every websites web pages. So definitely they will verify your uncompleted page and will give you a negative marks. So therefore I'll request you all to complete the sites before apply for the BestWeb 2022 competition. That is very important because uncompleted sites you are registering for the competition, and very first stage the internal evaluation team give the negative mark, and it is actually not going for the second panel with going for with the lowest mark. And also during the competition you should the registration period, and you know the closing date, and our website announced the judging period as well. All the information updating time to time in our website. So during this period, actually, you should not change anything because it is uncomfortable for us to make a decision because some only few people, they are registering for the domain as registering, and then once comes to the complete the closing date, they will start developing the website. That should not happen because it should be completed when you have to submit first. And if there anything, you can have a time to evaluate until date of closing. So date of closing means we say clear barrier. We are saying clear mark saying that after that, don't try to do the major change. Your content can be changed. Some contact details can be changed. A small thing which can relevant to your operation, it can be changed. If you're doing a major change on after closing date, after the BestWeb competition closing days, so we will not able to give a proper marks. So you have to keep it in mind, and those things very important. And when talking about the uncompleted things, many of sites we notice their contact forms and links not properly working for the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and some other social media. You are showing as a link, but those are not activated and also not going to proper your social media page. So completed means those things also have to completed. And able to search the facility, your site able to search anything, your content, if something finding, try to find it, site should be able to search it. So that's a good thing. If can do it, if you can implement, that's a good, you will get a good marks. And also I'm not going to detail cookies policy, that should be accepted way. So these are the things, and the completeness and the completeness should be there. So please go through each and everything. I only mention in the important points only. So other details you can go through. And navigation, of course, simple URL, menus, no broken links. Broken links commonly happening thing. Many sites should not have a broken links. It is not for the competition actually. For if you are try to your website targeting any customer base or any target audience, it's not suitable. Actually, the broken links should not be in your website. That your reputation is come down, and it is not negative point for you as well. So e-commerce website should have a proper certificate installed, because most of e-commerce sites, you are taking your customer information, username, password. It should be definitely run as a HTTPS. As I said, this is not for our requirement. It is a standard for a e-commerce site. So so these things should be there in your website. And also W3 conference should be there. Actually, you should have some standard for your website that refer this one. So you can actually based on this standard, you can follow it should be have a some extent the certified way of your website, your standard, the W3C. So it should be there. And browser compatibility, that also we are checking in the different browsers, your website. So it should be compatible for the not only one browser, it should be well-known. It should be support for the at least well-known browsers. So in Sri Lanka, mostly using 2-3 browsers that should be compatible for the because compatible those browsers. Otherwise, some segment will think about that your site working for this browser perfectly, but we can't say that. Definitely, you have to cater for your their requirement. That you should be able to support for the all the browsers, all the well-known browsers, and also here you have to follow the BestWeb rules and regulation. As I mentioned, it is here, so you can go through the rules and regulation. Then you can get an idea of what are the rules and regulation. So designing part, designing criteria, I'm not going to detail designing. There should be a clear site. If you're talking about the site design, then it should have a clear architecture, site navigation in the proper way, user friendliness, the users, of course, your customer or your target audience able to easily access your website, and consistency and header, footer, menus, and proper way, and help page if needed, it should be there. FNQ, if relevant, it should be there. And the font size, color scheme, good use of graphics, good use of HTML features, availability help, overall performance, those are should be there. So here you will get a 20 marks. Try to get it out of the 20 marks. If we are given for the 20 marks, but you try to get maximum as possible if you complete these things the proper way. Content, the accuracy, grammatical mistake, spelling mistake, visual image qualities, and some people are taking the images unauthorizedly to their website. So that should be careful. Without the proper permission, you should not taken any photograph of your website without proper permission from the authorized person. So that should be careful because there are some incidents we notice during the competition. We have noticed some others things they have taken unauthorizedly. It is not good because it is not good situation. There's such a thing. Interactions criteria in quality of interaction with the users. The points are here. You have to discuss. And security. I'm going to talk a bit more something about security. Kasun explained about more security, how you're going to secure our website and how actually it is the very advanced things he discussed. Here we are actually we are conducting the assessment for the each and every website which registered and confirmed by BestWeb team. So we will if any vulnerabilities or any weakness we notice, we are not going to do a deep security scan for the each and every website, but we are focusing actually very well-known vulnerabilities available in your website. If so, we will update with the report. We are sending a mail to your technical person who assigned during the website web competition. So we are providing the report to them to fix those issues within short period. That is a good advantage whoever the applicants get in, because it is we are we are significant amount of money we are expending for the security improvement of .lk sites. So in the web computation, and these reports also go to by the expert engineers in our team. So they also qualified with the these security issues. So that is a good advantage you are getting under privacy and security, because we are do the scan, we are sharing the report, and within limited time period we are mentioned in our mail, you have to respond with the fixes. That is very easy, because you know the vulnerability, then you should be able to fix it very soon, and we will do the second scan, and we'll pass for you for the second judging stage. If you're not qualified, if you're not passed, if you're not fixed those vulnerabilities, there's a possibility to disqualify, even you are having the good website register for the competition. That is very important. So you may have a good site, your design perfect, your other criteria all fulfilled, but you will disqualify with these security reasons. So that's why this is another key point. You have to have a more consider about security and privacy. So and also the bonus points we are allowed. And also bonus point, penalty points, negative marks are given. And also here mentioned the bonus points as well. So you go through, if you are multilingual, definitely you have added marks. And you are, and another thing, mobile optimization is a very important these days, whether many of your websites are visiting using by the mobile users. You have to target it is a target audience for your website. So you have to check with the different mobile versions. Your site is properly appearing, and it should be easily navigate, and compatibility and loading time. Everything we have to consider. Very important point. Another important point. It should be a proper way. You have to support it. Multilingual, we have mentioned, if you some sites is required for the multilingual, so those people get added marks. But if don't have others, that's fine. That's not a major issue for continue the competition. Whether you have a multilingual or not, it is you have a still you are able to you have a no issue with that. Only only some of sites only, like government sites, they should have to have a multilingual sites. So mobile optimization discuss, and those are the things very important. However, all the information, it is available in our contest tab. There are 2-3 there are important things about categories, competition stages, and judging criteria. This is the judging criteria page. I discuss only the important point, but all the information are here. Anytime you can visit our website, go through and study this information before applying for the BestWeb competition. Then with your ideas and with your proper knowledge of the contest, will be added point for winning the winning your website in the competition in the under any category. So because these are, if you follow these things, definitely you will get the good marks, will come to the good stage in our competition, and you can win the competition. So I think this information are very helpful. So any questions or anything, you can ask from the Sinhala or Tamil, any language. I can answer for the question after the general Q&A session. Definitely, we will answer for your question. And good luck. Please apply in our competition and improve your site. That's my main thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sampath. Now it's time for you to ask questions from Mr. Sampath and Mr. Kasun Chathuranga. If you have any security issues or any improvements to your website, you may ask questions. Thank you. දැන් මේ වෙලාවේදී ඔයගලන්ට මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ප්‍රශ්න මේ යොමු කරන්න පුළුවන් කසුන් චතුරංග මහත්තයාටත් සම්පත් හෙන්නනායක මහතා වෙතටත් ඔබතුමාලගේ ඒ ප්‍රශ්න වලට පිළිතුරු ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්. සිංහලෙන් ප්‍රශ්න ඇහුවට කමක් නැහැ. සම්පත් මේ chat එකේ question එකක් තියෙනවා පොඩ්ඩක් බලලා ඒකට reply කරන්න. Mr. Kasun, are you there?
Yep. No.
Sorry, Jacinta, I try to say something about that chat who mentioned the Kalani University. Sorry, I muted the mic and said something.
Yeah, okay. You can go ahead.
Oh, right. Sorry. එයාට මේ දැන් මේ කැලණි යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ සබ් ඩොමේන් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට කොහොමද මේ එන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා තමයි අහන්නේ. මම හිතනවා එයාට එන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. හැබැයි අදාළ මේකේ ලයිබ්‍රරි කියලානේ දාලා තියෙන්නේ නේද? ඔය ලයිබ්‍රරියෙන්ගෙන් ලෙටර් එකක් ඕන වෙයි. හැබැයි ඔයා කෝකටත් වෙරිෆයි කරගන්න මේ අපි bestweb.lk එකට මේල් එකක් දාලා මේක අපි එන්ටර් කරන්න යන්නේ මොනවද ડોකියුමන්ට්ස් ඕනේ කියලා. එතකොට මම හිතන්නේ ඔය registration එකට අවශ්‍ය document එකත් එක්ක මේ අදාළ මොකද කැලණිය යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ library එක නිසා එතකොට අදාළ තැන් දෙකකින් සමහරට ලියුම් දෙකක් ලබා ගන්න වෙයි. ඒක අදාළ මේල් එකේ සඳහන් කරලා අයවන්න. එතකොට bestweb committee එකෙන් ඔයාලට reply එකක් එයි. මෙන්න මේ අදාළ ලියුම් අපිට ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ ලියුම් වලින් බලන්නේ අතරම මේ ඒක legitimate request එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවද කියලා. එතකොට ඔයාට ඒකට සහභාගී වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද බැරිද කියලා මේ අනිවාර්යෙන් සහභාගී දෙන්න පුළුවන්. අදාළ තැන් වලින් අවශ්‍ය ලිපි ලියකර සකස් කරලා දෙන්න. මම හිතනවා ඔයාට එන්ටර් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කම්පිටිෂන් එකට.
Mrs. Sampath බොහොම ස්තුතියි මේ පිළිතුරු ලබා දුන්නට. තව ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට යොමු කරන්න පුළුවන්. මට දැන් පේන විදිහට නම් ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ වගේ. අපි කොහොමදත් මේ අද සෙෂන් එක රෙකෝඩින් එක අපි Facebook එකේ දානවා. ඔයගලන්ට මේ Facebook එකේ එතනින් මේ ලින්ක් එකෙන් මේක ආපහු අහන්න පුළුවන්. තව අපේ වර්ක්ෂොප් එකක් තියෙනවා 30 වෙනිදා එදාටත් ඔයගලන්ට සහභාගී වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක how to do a winning website. මම හිතනවා මේ එකටත් සහභාගී වෙන්න. තව workshop එකක් 31st of March තියෙනවා. සිංහලෙන් තියෙන්නේ පළවෙනිදා තියෙනවා දෙමළ භාෂාවෙන්. මම හැම වෙලාවෙම Facebook එකේ අපේ register වෙන link එක publish කරනවා. blog.domains.lk කියන blog එකේ මේ Zoom link එක මේ දාලා තියෙනවා. ඕන කෙනෙකුට එකකින් බලලා login වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔගොල්ලෝ register වුණාම මම කොහොමත් link එක එවනවා. නමුත් ඒක email එක ගන්න බැරි වුණා නම් ඔයගලන්ට blog.domains.lk එකේ ප්‍රසිද්ධ මේ දාලා තියෙනවා මේ Zoom link එක. මම හිතනවා මේ කාටත් ප්‍රශ්න නැති නිසා අපි මේක තව ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. යුනිවර්සිටි කැලණි එක අපි ආන්සර් කරා. තව කාටවත් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් යොමු කරන්න. නැත්නම් අපි මේක මේ will conclude the session. I take this opportunity on behalf of LK Domain Registry and since Professor Gihan is not there to thank everyone for your participation and also to the distinguished speakers, Mr. Kasun Chathuranga. It was a very valuable session. Thank you so much. And Mr. Sampath, your effort was very successful. Thank you so much. And we'll conclude it now. Thank you. And please, we'll look forward that you will submit your application. Thanks a lot. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.